guys, what you up to?
Miles!
That's me.
Hey Miles, in our video about propelling cars, you have this awesome homemade elastic band mechanism that launched our cars super fast.
Oh yeah, my die caster. That was awesome.
Well, now we're trying to make one ourselves. You mind helping us out?
Are you kidding? Let's DIY this up. Before we do, just remember that there's no right or wrong way to do this build. If it doesn't work at first, just keep at it until it does. And always make sure you have an adult supervisor like myself there to help out.
You got it.
All right, first step is we're gonna take these cardboard strips, which I already pre-cut. Next, we're gonna take these popsicle sticks, which I already cut in half.
Okay.
And we're gonna grab 4 at a time, and we're gonna glue them together and stack them together.
Okay.
So you get some glue.
Got my glue.
And you don't need a lot. So see how here, I'm stacking those together and I'm using the binder clip to hold them kind of like a clamp. So while those dry, we're gonna grab our cardboard and move on to the next phase. We're each gonna need 4 full-size popsicle sticks. We're gonna glue 2 down, I like to call this hot dog style. So once you've got the top glued on, we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna glue 2 more on either end, hamburger style, so that the ends hang off. So let's set these aside for a second, and we're going to glue the half stack onto a full popsicle stick right in the middle. Now we're gonna attach these to the main frame.
Like this?
Exactly. So next step, we're gonna take 3 more sticks. Here you go.
Thank you.
So we're gonna start with 1, and we're gonna glue it across
The top.
the top, kind of making a little bridge. And we're gonna do another kind of bridge across this part.
And perfectly lined up.
Stick. We've got this part which we glued together, which is, I call it the sled. This is the part that actually pushes the car forward. So you kind of turn it sideways, and you're gonna slide it in. This is kind of how the launcher works. So take 2 rubber bands, 1 at a time, and you're gonna go to the front of your launcher, and we're gonna go like a little loop, and then you're gonna put one end of the rubber band through the loop, and then once you get the loops done, you put the other end onto your sled, and that's what gives you that launcher power. All right, next step is kind of like the last one. We're gonna take our last 4 rubber bands, and we are going to wrap them around each of the little supports. Take one of your binder clips, and you are going to clip it to the front of your sled, and then you're gonna very carefully remove the clippy parts, and then you're gonna take your other binder clip and just put it through that back popsicle stick, and that's gonna be the release.
Ooh, can we decorate these bad boys?
You read my mind, Jonas. My stripe yellow.
Nice.
Jackson Storm versus Cruz Ramirez.
Oh yeah.
Put it on
Here
the
we
track.
go. Start your engines.
Boom.
3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Cruz Ramirez wins by a hair! Woo, 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 woo.
Today we'll be making Lightning McQueen's good pal and hardworking hauler Mack using simple crafting materials found around the home. He's gonna look a bit like this guy right here. First, we're going to construct the cab of the truck, which will be Mack's face. You're going to want to glue the shoebox and the T-box together like this. When you break down Mack into simple shapes, he's basically just boxes and circles. Grab your cardboard and cut 2 half-moon shapes. Be sure to ask an adult to help with any cutting. Next, glue the 2 shapes together along the seam. Glue the pieces to Mack's head like so. This will make it look like Mack is wearing his classic hat. Add glue to the back seam and attach to the top of Mack's head. Be sure to leave room for Mack's eyes. He needs to see the road after all. Let's paint our cab and shoebox, which will be our trailer. While this dries, we're going to start working on the fine details that make up Mack. We're just going to add the 10 visible tires on the outside of Mack. Take your mason jar lid and trace around it. We're going to do this 10 times. Cut out all your circles. Be sure to ask a parent for help. Take your aluminum foil and cover each of the wheels like this. This will give each wheel that shiny chrome look. Wow, so shiny! Take a black marker and color in the outside of the wheels like so. Mack won't get very far without any tires on those rims. It's really important that Mack's able to check his blind spots. So let's make his side mirrors. Take your safety scissors and cut out 2 rectangles out of cardboard. Be sure to ask a parent for help with this. Next, use your safety scissors to cut out a slightly larger piece of aluminum foil. While you have your safety scissors out, cut out a large rectangle. That's going to be Mack's grill. Cover both the mirrors and the grill with aluminum foil. Grab your ruler and measure out 1/2 inch from the grill and draw a line. We do the same thing on the sides and bottom of the grill. Once you're done with the grill lines, be sure to add Mack's name so everyone knows who's coming down the road. Grab your popsicle sticks and add a dab of glue to the top of one side and stick it to the back of your mirrors like so. Next, we're going to make Mack's mouth. First, we're going to cut a rectangle on the black paper for his mouth. Let's draw him a nice big smile. We can do that by simply drawing a shape that kind of looks like a banana. Once drawn, cut out your banana-shaped mouth. Trace your banana shape onto your white paper and draw a small rectangle to give Mack some pearly whites. Next, glue the teeth to the mouth using a glue stick. Now we make Mack's eyes. Cut out 2 squares from white paper. Now, with your green marker, take each of your squares and make a circle about the size of a dime. And with your black marker, yep, that's right, his pupils. Next up, we'll be making Mack's exhaust pipes. Take your safety scissors and cut out a strip of foil big enough to wrap your whole marker in. Completely wrap each of your markers in the foil. These are gonna look great on Mack. Time to build our shelves. Grab some cardboard and with your safety scissors, cut out some cardboard strips the length and width of the shoebox. They should look something like this. Take all the pieces and interlock the strips to create some nice grid shelving for Mack's long hauls. Take your shelving and insert it into the shoebox. It should fit nice and snug. We'll be gluing 2 tires towards the front of the trailer, 2 tires towards the back of the trailer, and 1 tire towards the front of the cab. Grab your glue and all of the pieces you made earlier for Mack's face. Let's start by gluing on the grill. You'll want to glue this on to the top center of the bigger box. Then grab your glue stick and glue the mouth towards the bottom center of the same box. When we glue the eyes under the bill of Mack's hat, it really starts to show his personality. Now we're going to add the mirrors. Ask a parent or adult to help you make the slits in the cab to stick them in. Then simply slide the popsicle sticks all the way into the slits like so. When you flip over Mack to slide in the second popsicle stick, be sure to hold him up slightly so you don't crush his other mirror. Now Mack can check his blind spots. Let's attach those exhaust pipes. Add some glue to the foil and stick it to the side of the cab, leaving a bit of pipe sticking out above Mack's head. Let's go ahead and hitch our trailer to our cab. Take a bottle cap and add some glue to the inside. Then stick another bottle cap to it, making a bottle cap sandwich. Repeat this process with 2 more bottle caps and allow them time to dry. Glue both your bottle cap sandwiches to the back of Mack's cab, 1 towards the top and 1 towards the bottom. Once that dries, add some glue to the other side of your bottle caps and attach it to the trailer. Be sure to give these enough time to dry. Both Lightning and Mack are constantly changing their style, so feel free to get as creative as you want with these. There's no wrong way to express yourself or Mack. And we're done! I gotta say, I think we nailed the look.
We're going to use simple items you can find around the house to expand the world of Radiator Springs and make this scenic route even more scenic. We'll be making Luigi's Leaning Tower of Tires. First thing you're gonna do is use your ruler and marker to draw 20 lines on your noodle. Each mark should be 1 inch apart. Once you've made your marks, use your plastic knife to cut out all of your tires. Be sure to ask your parents for help with any cutting. This can get a little messy, so be sure to lay down some paper. And don't forget to ask your parents for help. Once all those tires are nice and dry, take a bit of glue and put 3 of them together so they look like a clover. This is going to be the base of your tower. Now take 3 tires, but this time glue them together at the edges so they make this cool little pyramid. And if you want, you can use toothpicks to hold them together while the glue dries. You're going to do this 3 times with 3 sets of tires. Finally, it's time to put your tower together. Start by gluing 5 tires stacked on top of each other. Then, alternate your 3 tire pyramids with single tires until you reach the top. This is a leaning tower of tires after all, but it may want to lean too much as you stack the tires upwards. Be sure to balance the pieces as you build so your tower doesn't fall over. This beautiful tower would bring a tear to Luigi's eyes.